Akiwande with you, Africa Talk Multimedia Network. Talk to me for real. Here we are today with a special guest that all of you will like to meet. Well, what are we talking about? Marriage matters. And love. This is a sex therapy that I would like you to meet as I welcome Mr. Alinko. Alinko.
Oh yeah, people. Yes. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen at home, and hope you guys are enjoying your festive mood. It's been season of love, all right. Of course, because the big Jesus came down here because of love to die for you and I, and that's why we are talking more about love. And of course, I have this beautiful damsel right here, being the host of this.
Well, can you tell us more about you? Let the people watching that do not know which boy Alinko know you better.
Okay, my real name is Victor Oyebode, okay, aka boy Alinko Papa Jasco and Company. Don't mind my edu. You know, as an actor, we change our faces for different sets, and of course, I'm the second child of my family. You know, the first son out of a family of 5. 3 children died alone, like that. And I grew up in Lagos. All my life has been in Lagos. I'm native of Ibadan, Oyo, and of course I've been everywhere doing what I know how to do best. Aside being an actor, of course I'm a lecturer, I'm a chef, and again I run an academy called Clapperboard Academy, where we train young talent in acting and modeling. That's pageantry, and this is what I'm into. Anything called entertainment, you see me there. And of course, I just want to be there for you to make you smile all day long. Let me know. I can't exhaust who I am for all here. Just the tip of an iceberg. That's who I am. That's Victor, and that's what I'm going for.
Take a cup of tea.
Cup of tea.
Alright. Okay, well, looking into the details, before we do that, I would like you to give us a brief, intro on entertainment world nowadays. What's happening?
Yeah, entertainment is going wild here in Nigeria. We have some young talents springing up into music. We got young talents springing up into movies, skits here and there. If you go on your Instagram, go on TikTok, go on Twitter, or all social media, you see all these young guys showing what they know how to do best. So entertainment here in Nigeria is getting really to the mountains. So, and if you are not catching along, you're missing out. So they are really getting it.
But you know, in my view, the women is becoming a toil.
Like I said, we have all Tom, Dick, and Harry flocking into entertainment. Those who just have the money, but they don't have the skill, they don't have what it takes, they don't have the nitty-gritty of entertainment. Alright? That's why we draw the line from a professional, that's what we call JJC, Jali Just Come. That's why we have all professionals out there who are ready to train those who really want to make entertainment their profession and not just a hobby. Okay, so it's not far-fetched that we have some people who doesn't really know what it is, but just want to get the money and the fame, just to blow all the money.
So just me now, what was the last show? Of course,
that has not been a low moment with me. I get offers on some movies here and there too. So the last one I did was just like a week ago. It's a comedy called Too Short Apartment, with our own big brother in the industry, Rafni, and of course Ilialayo. If you are familiar with that comedy on air. So that's what I just said. And we are doing another one, and of course,
okay.
it's almost.
Let's take a look to Ilialayo.
Okay.
Alright, I'd like a comment, guys, to tell us what do you think about Ilialayo. You see, as we're about to talk about marriage, I will talk about Ilialayo.
It's the woman, yes.
Celebration of unity.
Àwọn ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ má fi èyí ṣe àjẹmọ́ fún wa, pèsè fún àwọn aláìní, ṣùgbọ́n kí wọ́n wá tiwọn síwájú. Ní pàtàkì jùlọ, dáríjì àwọn ajérangbé. Àmín.
Àmín. Àmín.
Ṣégbòwe, kí ni tó fi ṣe irú àdúrà bẹ́ẹ̀ tó ní kí àwọn aláìní wá oúnjẹ wọn síwájú?
Èmi náà wọ́n ń dá ọ.
Èmi gan fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀.
Kò sí kankan.
àdúrà àwọn gbàlúgbà yẹn ṣé o mọ̀ wípé Ọlọ́run gan ó lè lo ìwọ láti fi pèsè fún àwọn aláìní má máa gbàdúrà àdúrà bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́.
Yes, sir. Hey, something just happened here.
Kí ni ẹ?
Africa celebration jubilee, celebration of unity.
Well, looking at the details with what we have on ground today, talking about marriage, marriage matters, and love. So, give me a quick intro about your marital life.
Okay, I'm a small boy and my marriage is just few days old, you know.
Really? Like seriously?
Yeah, like
well.
8 years. Just,
sorry, I'm sorry, never mind me.
You know, we are Nigerian, so
we have to
yes.
Wait, it should be your honeymoon.
Honeymoon since when? No, we are hustling.
Oh, yeah.
The moon is no more on it now.
Really?
Everybody in the house.
Nigeria.com.
I'm telling you.
No more honeymoon.
No, you keep your honey when the money is.
So you didn't even just me that just this. You have to take me out for that. Oh, I
a few days old, 8 years.
Just. Oh wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I broke her back.
Okay, all right. So how has it been so far in the journey?
You know, it's up and down. Like some daddies in the marital world says that your marriage is not sweet until maybe after 10 years, because you guys are coming from a different background, different perspective, different upbringing and norms and values. Before you can merge and understand each other to actually, you know, paddle your canoe to a safe haven. What that means, so that's not been rosy actually.
You just reminded me of that song.
I'm telling you, it's not easy, man. Marriage is for kids. Oh yeah, you have to be matured here and here.
Well,
and here.
Okay. Well, you as a sex therapist.
Okay.
As a sex therapy.
Yeah.
You made mention that marriage is not easy, so we have to be active in all round. So how was it fascinating?
Okay, being a sex therapist, it's not about you talking, it's not about you putting the money on the table. When the sex factor is missing, there's a huge gap in the family. And some scholars do say is that once sex is being denied by either of the party, there's a signal that the home is heading towards being crushed. Okay, so as a sex therapist, I tell most of my couple that comes in when we gist that come, you can mend the broken walls in marriage if you guys have good sex. Okay, because when you're having good sex in the marriage, there's a fluid, there's a communion, there's a communing of the spirit, the body, the soul, and the flesh, and whatever sin, whatever argument or whatever that you guys are going through, when you are doing the do, okay, you tend to forget all that and enjoy the moment at that time. So that the moment is being transcended into the day-to-day life. You can have sex, you can be done having sex now. You still be doing somehow you have don't like that again. So it helps, okay? So watch it. If you are a man and you're not really ready, or you're not really giving your woman what she needs as per sex, you're driving toward a crash shop. And if you're a woman, you're too busy to give the man, or you're a woman and you have been to, what are you hiding? What are you keeping?
So no secrets in marriage?
No, there shouldn't be. There shouldn't be, yes.
No secret.
At all.
Alright. So, well, you made mention of sex in marriage. Does it mean sex is what makes a marriage to stand?
No. But it's part of it. Okay? The only thing that makes marriage stand is understanding. Yes, understanding. And in all understanding, it evolves around so many things. Understanding when it comes to money, understanding when it comes to arguments, fights, understanding when it comes to childbearing, understanding when it comes to profession, being a career man or being a career woman. If you are understanding to each other, that shouldn't break a gap between you both. Okay, because you understand, okay, this is, for instance, as an actor, and you are a pastor. As an actor, I could go on set, hug women, kiss women,
Yes.
do what
But a pastor shouldn't try
if
that.
you know now as a woman, if you don't understand that that's my profession, you start saying you are a sinner, you are filthy, you are this. But it's not profession. Like I tell some people, like there's a difference between profession and conscience. Okay, your conscience is more like the God factor. Okay, and your profession is what brings money on your table, what brings food to your table. So you shouldn't mistake one for one. All right, like you say, you want to make your spiritual life so high and your physical life down, you'll kill yourself. Okay, like some Bible passage or some pastor says, even when you are fasting and your wife demands sex, even on a Sunday morning, you be the one to preach on the altar, and your madam says, Pastor, I need the thing. Pull off your suit, pull off your tie, do wear before going on the altar to preach Jesus is Lord. Else, your preaching that day is not accepted by God, because God honors the family first.
Okay.
Okay, that's where the understanding too comes in. So don't say because you are a deeper life, you're a redeemed member, you are fire mountain, a mountain of fire, you want to stop. Oh, no. Marriage doesn't allow that.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you just made mention of whether you're a pastor, whether you are this, marriage doesn't.
Yeah. There shouldn't be a gap, there shouldn't be too many spirituality in a marriage.
Okay, let me make use of this scenario going on in marriages, like the issue of Sinachi.
Whoa, yes.
Sinachi.
Well, that's a sad story.
So, what is your view concerning this?
That's a big one. I, for one, I don't see. I'm sorry, I'm a Christian, yes, but there's some things that I don't go in for. Because even this big G God I'm talking about doesn't really allow us go too in depth in some things. Okay, for instance, you say in riches and in poverty, in sound health and in sickness, in whatever. Do you have to, for better, that's a word, for better for worse, do you have to stay in that marriage where you are being abused as a woman or abused? Because it's not only man that beats wife they beat man too for marriage. So men to are physically abused or violated. Now there's a saying that says the result of a physical
Africa celebration jubilee, celebration of unity,
of emotional torture to the man. That is why a man to lay his hand on a woman, there must have been some emotional torture that he can't express. You know, we men, we keep quiet. We just pain a lot. We don't really talk. But women, friends, hey, you know what I mean? Start shouting here and there.
Yeah, that's
but man don't shout. Man will just keep harboring that thing until when there's not more space to harbor those hurts, then it explodes. The night explosion, you just imagine. It might just be just rain of eye that you are doing to the man that makes him raise his hand and slap you. Just rolling of the hand, that's minor thing. But what of the thing he has been outpouring for years? What have you been doing to him that he has been curtailing? So women should also watch it. That what are you doing to the man before he could raise? I'm not saying that there are no beasts out there, okay? But yet, even to every beast, there must be a pinch before he can retaliate. So women should think twice, watch your character before you judge the man that is bad. Okay, so every man is good in those senses. Now, you can have a woman who is gentle, who cooks the food, who comes home and who expresses herself, who supports the man 100%, and you think the man will raise his hand against her? He won't. Even if the man is about cheating on her out there, he will think that this woman is my wife. She's the best wife. She supports me with her money. She cooks my food.
But do you think every man said that?
That's what I'm saying. That but from 100%, you have 90% of good men out there. Just few.
Did you say 90?
Yes, 90.
No.
Just few ones who are.
Did you say 90?
Probably in the background. 90. I can say it. We have good men out there, aren't you?
Excuse me.
That is, yeah,
Excuse me.
Yes, we have good men out
Excuse
there.
me. I can say 60. But that 90 is exaggeration.
Okay, you see? You're having bad mind for the men already. Then let me say that somewhere.
Actually, at least they have 60 now.
At least
so
they
it's
have
more
60.
than.
Oh, yeah?
So what I want to say is look at the institution of Osinachi.
Yes.
According to the stories that we have gathered, like the woman is always trying to please the husband. The woman is trying to show up or expose everything to him.
Yes.
To the extent that all that she had is in the care of the man. Even every morning she gained and stuff in his care. To the extent that there was a news of a story from the boy that said that one day they were going home from a show and the dad just started, I don't know what they were discussing, and just
Fed up and just
cheat
the woman out of
the
the car.
woman out of the car. That day, how about if somebody just caught the hands, kidnappers everywhere and stuff like that? If that was what happened, that is an example. Not looking at all the series of occasions or situations that we cannot just mention. That is just a clip from home. So in that kind of behaviors from such a man, what can I say?
Yeah, I'm not just justifying the man now, but at the same time,
and using Osinachi like the generalizing
Yeah,
it to
all women, yes,
what
yes.
they pass through in the home.
See, ma'am, like I said, to every action is a reaction. If the man who nags a lot, your response will determine my next action. If I nag, for instance, if you're like this, I'm sorry. That will even no amount of, if you keep saying you're sorry, even if it's your right, and you keep saying you're sorry, there will be a time from that my madness, I'll calm down. Or when you say sorry,
Like that,
I'm still sorry. There's no, I'm saying, it doesn't matter how beastie the man is. He won't raise his hand because if you say a word, let's not for instance, I was nagging like, you shout too much. And I'm nagging and telling me I shout too much. That will spark something in me now, like the next thing.
It means indirectly or synergy.
We're not there. We don't know how she has been responding. You know,
knowing the kind of man she has.
Yes. Arrest can be hurting to the man that is fueling.
Already, there's a beast.
People
call a beast. Like when you have a man that is already such a, I don't want to use the word beast.
Well, call it what it is.
So a man that is such a hyper person.
Yes.
So your response to such a man should be very
calm. Very.
Let's kudos to our sex therapist. Alright. Okay, fine. Let's look indirectly to the children. What happens to such children, like a family or families out there that pass through such scenarios and no solution? Would they continue? Is marriage a do or die battle?
No! And that is the reason why we are gathered when you and I are having a talk show right now. Marriage isn't a do or die affair. If the man is not being sincere or being faithful or being whatever to you and you can see the green light, Japa. Your life matters. Take it easy. So run. Okay? Because your life is just given to you by God. No man has a right to take it. So if you see a threat from a man, a woman wanting to take that life that has been given by God to you, live without God who gave you that life. Run first. Okay. Nobody will condemn you for running. See, if you die now, there will not finish with that. There's no coming back from that. So don't just live your life and continue what God has sent you to do. Now, Osinachi now, of our blessed memory, she's late now. Those beautiful songs that we heard. Let's
listen to one of our songs.
Let's go. Let's sing it. Yes.
Is it
No one like you. What a break. See, I was in a concert and oh yeah.
My comforter, my life giver.
I mean, you see, I like
You
you.
are the living God. Oh, my capacity.
Come down, Pastor. Come down.
You know, I'm going
spiritual
I'm
here.
going spiritual
Don't
already.
go spiritual. Come back home. Come
Okay,
back.
okay.
Come back home.
Look at that situation now. I'm crying.
Oh, sorry. Will you use my?
Thank you.
All
You
right.
see, it's very painful.
She's really crying. Oh my God! I need to join her and cry. I think that's it. I need a towel. Sorry, we're not mocking her actually.
Alright, we are not mocking, no. Guys, we are not mocking.
Take it easy. It's okay. It's okay. She's crying. Come on.
My handkerchief, I think I need
Oh,
my
oh God.
handkerchief.
Oh, please don't cry. Don't make me cry. It's contagious, you know. I can start crying too. And who's gonna beg me if I start crying?
You know, let's take a few seconds to moan as much. She deserves it.
She does.
So it's so painful that such a woman that gave us such an inspiration. You know, I was thinking honestly, I don't just speak in tongues like that, but I didn't know I was speaking in tongues already. she's really so wonderful. May her gentle soul rest in peace. I think this is a lesson. That is why you are here. Several women out there are facing these challenges, and they cannot talk. And most especially godly people are suffering. Godly people that are ministers, that are pastors' wives, you know, are suffering from this torture of Osinachi's case. Yeah, fine. Osinachi probably was not patient enough, maybe knowing that your man is such a hyper person.
For getting married?
Only God knows. Let's say they were already in marriage. You know that your husband is already hyper or not like a beast that they say. You should just extremely calm, right? Maybe a godly pastor or pastor's wife, pastors or ministers that are watching us at home. Mr. Love, sex therapist, saying that if you know that your husband is such a beast that people say they are, like the word beast people use, I don't call them beasts. I only say hyper. If you know your man is such a hyper person, please be extremely calm, because two lions cannot dwell in a place. One has to be a lion and the other has to be a tiger or sheep.
See, it's not even the women alone. It's vice versa.
Both sides.
Even men they get tortured too. Men are violated, or there are domestic violence against men too.
Yes.
So man, even if you are going through this torture and you can't curtail it, see, leave the house for the woman. Forget that you built it. Your life is most important here. Very, very important. So you can leave her alone in that house. Go and start afresh for your kids, for the generation that you're tied to. I think a word is enough for the wives.
So the children. What do you think of because several homes that are having children as well and having this kind of scenario?
I don't know, because this how the stuff keeps growing in society, because the kids look after the parents and take after the parents what they do, and by that you're sowing a seed of discord, of fight, and of whatever ugly marriage in their lives. And when they grow too, and they start seeing their wife, if they are men, start seeing their wife going through that same path, they remember what their dad did to their mom, and naturally they just flow into it. For instance, if you are a kind of a man, a boy now, who you are the husband, you're telling your wife never to shout at you or never to come home late. Alright, let's put that they come late. Now, your son is getting married, and probably his wife works on the island or somewhere or a job so tasking that she comes home at night. Now, you remember how the dad used to beat the mom because she comes late? And someday he will now try to
Africa celebration jubilee. Celebration of unity.
the life he had seen while he was a child. So a girl child too. So whatever you sow now as an outcome in your marriage transcends into your children. Which shouldn't
Let
be.
us take note.
Yeah, it shouldn't be.
So what do we think of such children in this nation?
Well,
Like on several other homes as well. What do you think?
one thing I know is this: God has a way of reshaping every broken home. If we are patient enough to allow Him to shape it. Okay? To the children, I know that you can have a little percentage of God fearness in their heart. If they can grow in that, definitely they won't leave. Of course, they have seen that what their dad did is so wrong, taking their mom away from them, which is a bad thing. So they want to repeat such incidents when they get married. So children will do what is needful to see their own goal. So they have their own responsibility.
They have their God.
They have their own goal. So far, they know what's wrong from the right.
Thank you. Yeah. We're talking about marriage matters and love.
Yeah.
So let's dive back to the topic.
No.
Okay. Does it mean that what makes a marriage is love?
Of course. If there's no love, nothing else. Because I tell people that feelings dies because they are feelings. But fact remains unshakable. For instance, the fact is they are not chubby. Okay? So no amount of chocolate that you eat can never be fat.
Are you telling me I cannot be fat?
You can't.
Why?
This is who you are.
Okay.
I know you are a mother.
Yes.
And you have money to eat anything you want to eat without. But yet you remain this way. Maybe by default or by natural,
Down.
maybe
Movement, media.
which suits you better. But then you start getting bigger now, you start getting too chubby and you won't like yourself. So you want to remember this. So the fact remains, any man that's going to get married to you sees you this way and love you this way. And you are going to be working to make your stature this way. But now, let's come to feelings.
No.
Now,
Before we go to that feeling.
I'm coming.
Okay.
But now you're wearing a makeup.
Okay.
Because you feel like having a makeup on you. What if you step outside after your makeup and it rains and all the makeup washes away? So you go back to your being ugly. So the man that sees you while you're painted, now he's seeing you when you're washed down. What will happen? We're like, is this woman I just
Well, if you see me at home, I'm not far from that old cargo.
old cargo? Or your man loves you for being old cargo?
We are not married, please.
That's a fact. That's just a fact.
Yeah.
Okay, so marry for fact and not for feelings. So love is part of the fact. What do you love about her? She's tall. She smiles.
So looking at the outward part is not a good thing.
Outward,
Trying to tell us
outward. To me, outward, because we grow every day. Your outward, if you are fresh today, tomorrow you can go wrinkled. Okay, but what makes you you? That is the you in you remains the fact. This is what you should go for. Do you feel me? So if the you in you is a smiley, cheerful woman, I would love to marry that for you. Not this beauty, hippie, and Boston lady.
Okay. So that means for several ladies or single out there that want to choose, so don't look at the outward look.
To the guys, in fact, outward, of course,
Men become fat like
you ladies now, everything now is now fake. Fake breast, fake bum, fake everything. Okay.
yeah.
Alright, so what if all those things are fake and now they say that now you go back to the next one now, like the man becomes but live outside the physique and go for the inner. And the inner won't make you want to be fake outside. So go for the inner, not the outward.
Alright, so where does love function? Because when I met a man, I see the way he's looking. It's not so fat that it may turn to be it's not, it's looking fresh and clean, and automatically I found out that at home it's just so dirty and stuffy. I threw this cloth packer on the chair. The
Okay.
sofas, so untidy,
And that's where the love comes
the
in.
toilet, the restroom everywhere is yucky.
And that's where the love comes in. Because you want to affect his life positively. That's why you love him in the first place. So getting to his house and seeing him, his life being shattered or disarrayed, or he's being, it's not just good for the sight. Because you love him, you want to take care of the home. I have a brother, okay, he's just so disorganized. But I tell you, today, if he's coming from work, he knows that he dare not bring his socks inside the sitting room. He would have put it outside, put it in the shoe outside.
He worked on himself, my
because no,
He
the
just worked on himself.
wife made him like that. That see, my dear,
He has accepted what the wife will
that
eat.
is the work of the love.
Several men out there do not want to be controlled.
See, my dear, ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, like I said, we can't have the same equilibrium.
Or ladies, it can also be ladies that they have period and everything is yucky on the bed, is stained, those stuff.
I dig you, but sing.
And the man is such a tidy person, and you just correcting her or correcting him every day, not changing, no improvement. What
Okay,
we do is
so do you now want to break up?
is that love?
You want to break up?
We're talking about love, right now.
Love endures so many things and it corrects so many things, and because the guy loves you in return, he tends to
You have to
idea.
live by the mess because the person refused to change.
True now, yes, if the man didn't
woman.
change or the woman didn't change, you live by it, that's still love.
Wow. Okay.
So-
Is marriage a do or die matter?
No,
So elaborate.
we are going back to that now.
Okay.
It's not a do or die. If you not fit you, come on dear, and by force, if whatever is going to take away your joy, run away from me. Not even married. Yeah, whatever is going to take away your joy.
It's advisable before you get married.
You might not see it. You women are so cocky.
No, men. Don't tell me that. Men.
Okay, we're not going to do gender fight right now.
Yeah.
But really, some people are so cocky that you can never see who they are. Even in 20 years, you know them. You girls, you women, you can keep secret to your grave. Men, once you attack a man, you start confessing. For instance,
No.
Oh, wait.
Men are
I'm
simple. Very simple.
Really? See, when they say women have soft hearts, never. Their hearts are strong as a barbed wire.
I disagree.
Men, for instance, now men, when a man is caught in an act, I did it. A woman says, no.
No, I am here to oppose the motion that says women are so easy to get and so soft that men can be having affairs, having several ladies out there. I'll tell you
Now that she's mentioning that, if a man has a child out there, okay, and it brings or whatever, the child will come home and you will know, okay, this man had an affair outside and this is the product of the affair. But let the woman get pregnant for another man outside. She will give it to the man, unknowing to him that that child not
it's maybe 10% is of 100. It's not easy for women to run outside. It's not unusual.
There was a debate sometime that if man should do DNA of their fourth child, almost 99% of every fourth child of the man is not his.
No,
Do you hear about that? You agree? Because the woman will tell you, you don't accept me. Maybe, but 30 minutes before that time, you wake up with another man. And that man has already sowed a
if
seed.
they get married officially, do you understand? They do tests, series of tests, and maybe those clubbing girls.
What are you saying?
You will just find out from those clubbing, those ones like. That's why I said 10% of women. Those clubbing ladies that are just, beasts. As you said with men, beasts. They're just beasts.
We can do this for hours. Are you sure we are still in time? Because we can debate this for hours.
Okay. Well, guys watching us at home, I hope you're enjoying the talk. And let's take a little break before we run the talk. We'll be right back.
Africa celebration jubilee. celebration of unity.
Okay. Well, what advice will you give to our young men and women, youths of nowadays, all over the world, in Africa, all over the world? Let's just say in Africa, because European have their way of life. So, generally in Africa, what advice will you give to them?
Okay, now I tell some people when I go for this kind of a mic talk that men get married because of companionship and ladies get married because of age. Men get married because of companionship. They want somebody that can eat their money with them, somebody that can cook by their way, somebody who will come wash their clothes, somebody who will put water in the bathroom for them, somebody who will kiss them and make them feel good. Why women get married? Because, oh, I'm getting too old. Oh, my friend is now married. Oh, my mommy is now chasing me about. Oh, this. Oh, my daddy said I should leave the room, that he wants to rent out the room. So women want to get married because of their age, and guys want to get married because they want companion. Okay. Now, until we look outside the box of these two things, you keep having issues. Because if you want a companion and your companion doesn't really suit what you want in there, you keep having issues. And women, because they don't want to get old, you got married at the age of 18 or 25, and the man you are getting married to is a white beater. Good luck for you. You become a punching bag. But look outside these all two major things that affect a marriage, then you have a right choice. Don't look at your marriage, don't look at your age, and don't look at your being companion. Marry your friend. Somebody you can like tell, ha! Oh, no, babe, I don't want you to gym. You can't know be sharp, but I just say, you should not be a good one, I do get white. That kind of person, like, and when you say, you are talking about it. Every time I go somebody outside,
That is
can you imagine that kind of how that home would be? When you can even come over like, I said one cheapo, the guy carry one fine Lexus 2022 model. But I said no, I like your beat. I didn't even answer it because your beat.
Africa celebration jubilee. Celebration of unity.
Laugh after it. So you get so your contentment at the marriage. The love, no long suffering, because no man wants to suffer with a man.
Exactly.
Amen. What is close to that? That's the advice I want to have for men. Yes.
Alright, thank you so much for
Thank you
this
for thanking me.
conversation. I really enjoy myself.
It's my pleasure.
Alright, so guys watching, I hope you've been able to catch one or 2 points from all our series of talks that we